What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video with me. I am Lethal Apollo. Hope everybody's doing okay, having a great day, all that good stuff. In today's video we're going to be talking about The Tortured Path, which is Call of Duty World War II's third installment of their DLC season. I do like this installment and I'm going to explain why in this video. I did actually hate it at the start and I was very disappointed with it, guys, but I'm going to explain in this video why I think it's good and why I think it's actually quite good for the franchise. So you guys can go ahead and agree with me in the comments or disagree with me. I'd love to hear your opinions, but without further ado, let's get into this video, guys. So when The Tortured Path first released on the 26th of June, I was very disappointed to find out that we didn't have a trailer. We got the trailer literally 12 hours, maybe 24 hours at a push before the actual release of the DLC. I actually wasn't even aware that it had been released. I actually checked for an update randomly and found it that way. So that's how bad the marketing was done on this map pack. I believe that they did this because they changed a few things and they thought that it wouldn't be received very well from the Call of Duty community, and they wasn't sure on the kind of reception that it was going to get. Now, as I said, I hated this map when I first played it. I thought it was incredibly difficult for solo players, almost impossible in fact, and it definitely makes you need to play it in multiplayer and public lobbies. In fact, some of the achievements and rewards, like some of the uniform unlocks and stuff, you can only do in public lobbies. You can't do them on solo. So I found that disappointing. But basically they've changed it from round-based survival mode, so where you'd normally just load into a zombies map, a random map, any map of your choosing, you would be then basically looking to get as many points and perks as possible and survive for as long as you can and to the highest round that you can. Maybe setting yourself a few challenges along the way. Well, this has been completely changed now and they've made it into 3 chapters. Chapter 1 is Into the Storm, which is the bit of gameplay I'm showing you now. Chapter 2 we'll come on to shortly, but that is Across the Depths. That's where we're on a boat. And the third chapter is Beneath the Ice, where we're in like some ancient temple under the ice. I'll get to all of the chapters, but as I said, they are objective based, so on round 3, 6 and 9 you'll get objectives. In my opinion, the objectives are not very consistent. Some of them are stupidly easy and some are ridiculously difficult. Again, especially on solo. For example, one of them is defend one of the battery stations, and you've got to do this for around 2 minutes. Now normally it gives you this on round 6 or 9, so this can make it very, very difficult. You'll need definitely some consumables and maybe shell shocks and things like that. That can all definitely help you out, but it is incredibly difficult. I've actually failed a few objectives in solo, but on multiplayer and in public lobbies we don't ever seem to fail any of the objectives. We don't seem to be able to get the Easter egg done either with random lobbies. You really need to have like 3 friends that can join you so you can communicate and do the Easter egg, because you do have to be efficient with it. For example, you have to get the whistling arm by round 5, ideally get the zombie on the windmill by round 5, and then you need to protect him and charge him up with souls until he can get his battery down towards this door under the cellar, which will open the door and give you the hilt of the sword or one of the sword pieces. I haven't actually completed the full Easter egg on solo yet, so I am still trying to do that. I will have a video and a guide showing you guys how to do that in the future, so keep an eye out for that if you're interested. But as I said, in solo it is almost impossible, guys. It can be done obviously if you are a skilled zombies player, but I'm finding it difficult. But it is giving us replayability, guys. I'm coming back for this zombies map every single day. Now don't get me wrong, there are things that are really annoying me. For example, teammates glitching in public lobbies. That can be annoying, especially if you're trying to do the Easter egg and you've just got a couple of teammates that keep glitching. A few of the other random things on this map that I'm not too keen on is the random weapons. When you go to buy a weapon from the wall buys, they will be completely random. You get one wall buy which is the starting weapon box, so you'll get a random weapon for 500 jolts. Then you get the SMG box, so then you'll get a random SMG for 2000 jolts, and then the assault rifle and sniper class is around 3000 jolts, and again it's completely random. Also, if you want the jack boxes, which you do need for the Easter egg, or at least I highly recommend them, then you need to keep hitting these random boxes as many times as it takes until it actually gives you the jack boxes. Sometimes it will give you on your second attempt, sometimes it can be like your 7th, 8th, 9th attempt. But yeah, one of the other things I don't like about it is the objectives. I like the objectives themselves, but some of them are very, very difficult. For example, as I mentioned earlier, the protect the battery from the zombies until help arrives or whatever it is. On solo, that can be very, very difficult, and if you fail the objective, it ends your game. So if you're on round 6 and it's an objective game, then if you fail it, that'll just end your game and you need to start it all again. That is quite annoying in my opinion, or at least it can be frustrating. The boss as well can be very annoying. I find it's very glitchy. If he gets too close to you, he kind of bounces you out of the way with his shield. But a few times I've kind of got stuck on like the outer perimeter kind of thing, and yeah, it ends up downing you. Another really frustrating thing is when you've done all of the Easter egg steps, you'll see it in this gameplay in just a second. But when you've done all of the Easter egg steps and you're escorting the zombie back down to the door, the cellar door, sometimes the zombie can just die or just disappear and you don't get your battery, and that is very, very, very annoying, especially when you've done all the steps correctly and efficiently and then you lose the zombie. It can be really frustrating, guys. But let's move on to the second map anyway, which is Across the Depths. Across the Depths is a pretty awesome little map. Again, this map consists of 10 rounds, 11 technically with the escape round, and again they are objective based and time based. On round 3 you get your first objectives, then you'll get a supply drop. Round 6 you'll get another objective and a second supply drop, and then again on round 9. These objectives are very similar. One of them will be repair the stations, another will be defend one of the Uberschnells, another will be defeat the Meistermeuchlers, and so on. So as I said, they're not too difficult and they are achievable. The Pack-a-Punch is easily obtainable. Again, you will have to unlock the first section or the first Uberschnell battery you do on round 1, then the second battery becomes available after round 3 or after your first objective round, and then the third and final charging point for the Pack-a-Punch becomes available after your second objective round, which will be on round 6. The boss fights on all maps are very good and entertaining. They can be very difficult to take down if you're not prepared properly, or again if you're in solo. But as you can see from this bit of gameplay here, we destroyed this Sledgehammer, or whatever it is. I probably absolutely butchered my German there, but we destroyed this dude in like less than a minute. They really are not that difficult. The most difficult boss of all the bosses, I would suggest, is the Guardian. You guys will notice that after each of the boss fights, you can get a part for one of your weapons. This one is for my M2 carbine, but it's an engineered part, and when you go into your custom weapons, you will be able to use that and add it to whichever weapon you unlocked it for. So this is the third and final installment then of the 3 chapters. This one's called Beneath the Ice, and definitely the most difficult out of all 3. Again, it is objective and time based. On round 3 you'll get your first objective and so on. One of the objectives on this is to kill zombies near one of the ritual stones. There's 4 stones located around the map. If you're trying to do that in solo, that can be very, very difficult. In multiplayer it's not too bad, but the Guardian is insanely strong. He can regain energy by sucking Geiscraft out of the statues up in his chamber. And then we have another objective where we have to prevent the geckos from killing other zombies in the altar. This one is very, very, very hectic and difficult, guys. And then once you've managed to do all of your objectives, hopefully you've got enough points to get yourself perked and pack-a-punched up to death, because you will need it for this Guardian boss fight. This dude is so strong, guys. He kind of has a superpower that sucks you in close and it kind of insta-downs you, as you saw that happen to my teammate there. Not only that, but as you inflict damage on him, he then runs away from you while you're getting attacked by other zombies, and then he starts to suck the Geiscraft out of these head statues. This then regains his health and puts you in a back foot position, because then you've got to do the damage that you've just done, only you've got less time to do it. So my recommendations on this is 100% free fire from some of your teammates at least. Pack-a-punched up, guys. The starting pistol, the P9, or is it the P09? I'm not sure. But the P9 pistol is pretty overpowered for everything. It's really strong, pack-a-punched. So I advise using that. As I said, make sure you've got plenty of consumables. The bazooka and rocket launcher, they do heavy damage to bosses. Make sure you shoot these statues and just spam him, guys. That's what you've got to do, basically. You've just got to keep spamming this dude until he's defeated. But overall, this new chapter style game from Zombies, I do like it, guys. I gotta be honest. I do prefer the round based modes, so I don't expect to see this in every single DLC from now on, or at least I hope not. But I am impressed with Sledgehammer for changing it up a little bit, trying something new, because it has definitely recaptured a little bit of my gameplay for Zombies. I've been playing this every day, as I said, trying to do the Easter egg. It's very difficult. I can do it on multiplayer quite easily. We've been close quite a few times with randoms, but I do want to do it on my own, and I'm finding it very difficult to do that, and I wish maybe they could give it a little buff to make things a little simpler, or to make our lives a little easier in solo. But overall, guys, I think it's great. I think they've done a great job with it. Aesthetically, it's pretty pleasing. The zombies are all pretty good. It's a shame the wusslings spawn so much. As usual, they are so annoying, and hopefully we might get to see a zombies map from Sledgehammer without wusslings in it. But overall, it's a pretty good map, guys. I would recommend buying it. I would recommend trying it out and playing it. The Easter eggs in each of the maps are all pretty much good fun. It all adds up to a common goal of building Barbarossa's sword and obtaining the sword at the end, and also you get trophies for it. So pretty good in my opinion. Thumbs up. I do recommend it. Well done from Sledgehammer. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, give me a thumbs up, guys. Consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that little notification bell so you never miss an upload. And until next time, take it easy. I've been Lethal Apollo. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you in my next video.